of our marriage, I give you a regiment of battle mechs and the means to support them in perpetuity.
My love, in honor of our marriage, I give you a vast prize. The Capellan Confederation.
Alright, assholes, it's your old pal Hobbs. Here to tell you about Shadow of the Alliance. Follow the journey of Mateo Beauregard, a young mech warrior in the service of the Taurian Concordat. In the wake of the Steiner-Davion wedding, Laconis III has just been invaded by Davion forces hoping to bang on Maximilian Liao's back door. Beauregard must fight to save his team, the woman he loves, and his people. Want to get in on it? You can! Donate bits to become a character in the book and help save Laconis III. Every bit helps this book become better and better looking to Catalyst because the goal is to make enough to commission artwork, including a cover and artist drawings inside, like the old days. Be a part of the legend of the Laconis Wolverines. Donate today. It will go to a good cause.
Okay, well, now it is time to settle in for the long overnight drive as we montage the hell out of building this thing. So, settle in, people. It's going to be a few minutes of your time. It's probably going to be about 10 hours of mine. Let's do it. Montage! Yours is cuter.
Laughing. Montage.
There you go. Let's do this. As you can see, stuff's been going on. You can't see this. It's done. So, without any further ado, let's just go right up fucking stairs. I'm gonna go take a shower.
Alright everybody, check out what we've built here, shall we? This is Venom, everybody. Meet Venom. Isn't it freaking sick looking here? I mean, just that. I have been staring at this thing for 2 days. It's been done. It's been done, and then I was informed that I had more time. So I've been tweaking, and as you can see, it has become more than. I am so happy with this. This is super cool. Turned out great. I got the door on nicely. I shaved the latch as we spoke about. See? A lot of times I'll build computers with the idea that they're going to be seen in a sort of it's kind of a low light, just your typical gaming environment, kind of low light. And so, like Hunchback, Night Call, not so much Stronghold, but a lot of the stuff that we've built has been for aesthetic for a lower light. This, check that out, and it looks really cool in low light. But this, I think you get a better experience out of just being able to see it in a brightly lit office, because you're gonna miss a lot. I mean, the paint shines through in low light perfectly, and that's wonderful. But like, there's so much just to look at, and you pop the door, and the front panel, which by the way took me an extremely long amount of time to do. Let me walk you through that one. Okay, so what I did was I got this figure on the internet, as you will. I got it, actually, I had the idea of putting it on top of here, or maybe on the floor in the case. As became nearer to the completionary phase, I still had no idea what I was going to do with the faceplate. So I started working up ways to incorporate it, because I knew once the GPU went in, it wasn't going to fit. So I was like, could I make him climb a wall? And so the faceplate became a building. Handmade ribcage screen, which, really cool thing about this, inside the center rib for the rib cage, I've actually hidden the cable for the power switch. So it goes down the rib cage and then it comes down the center of the screen here. You don't even notice it. And what's even cooler is they're magnetic, which means you can just pull it right off. The front panel is magnetic, you can just pull it right off. And there's tons of length, so if when Nino gets here in a couple of minutes, he can just go ahead and put the faceplate on top or next to it as it lays in the back seat of a car. I am one of those people that I'm extreme. Look at this. That's not stiff. This I made with puffy paint and some parchment paper. I put a little bit of oil down, some vegetable oil, and I just squeezed a lot of puffy paint out on there and made my own little spider webbing. The delicateness of what's here, I think, adds to the artistic beauty of it, because you have to appreciate this thing. This is not just something you slap on a desk. And when you appreciate something, you take care of it. So we've got the puffy paint webbing. I even made it long enough to wind around his hand, and then I glued it to the wrist to make it look like it was. And that's gonna be a thing now. Just look at that, it's so fucking cool. Yeah, I'm sorry. I could just keep looking at this thing. One reason why I was concerned about it is because the glue. The glue on the Mod Podge, I was worried, because I haven't used it before, I was worried that it would melt. And I was also really, really concerned about puffy paint. And I don't know shit about puffy paint. I know it's a polymer, but, and as a polymer, I know it hardens as it gets warmer. That's why you always want to leave stuff, you know, out in room temperature in order to dry, because it's not going to dry right in cold temperatures. It just freezes. So while I knew that particular bit of truth, I also didn't know at what temperature it melts. And the good news is it's like 300 degrees, so it's fine. And I ran it through Heaven, and it's fine. The motherboard panel, given all the stuff I cut out of it, it's completely even temps. And even if it gets warm in here, it's not going to get nearly warm enough to melt the puffy paint. So I'm very, very happy with that. Some final thoughts. I really, really enjoyed working on this case. And if for no other reason than this is exactly what I knew I always wanted to do with this particular case. I knew I wanted to have, I don't know why. Sometimes a case will just speak to me. Actually, I need a case to speak to me if I'm going to take on a project. I have a thing for old computer cases, as you know, because they're easier to modify because you can do more with them. These days, a computer case, it's all glass, and you can't do shit with it. So I prefer old cases like this. But for some reason, this case spoke to me in a way that was like, hey, we should do like a comic book themed one here, and so we have, and I couldn't be happier with it, and see you later.